We're in a tuk-tuk right now, did I say that? It's pretty chaotic.
I think it's obvious.
But this is gonna be like a crash course in Sri Lankan food so we can get familiar with some of it before some of our upcoming travels in the country.
It's gonna be so delicious, and I feel like it's the perfect way because we can come in here and do it on our own, but we've never been to Sri Lanka before, so this can be so great to have a local showing us this is where you get the best stuff.
We are heading to the spot where we're gonna meet him and start our food tour. I guess we'll see you there. You guys, we have met up with our guide. This is Arkham.
Hello, Aibowa, and welcome to Sri Lanka. There's actually quite a variety of things that we are going to be tasting. What we are first going to be trying out is some of the traditional sweetmeats. The reason is because every average shop you don't find the traditional sweets anymore. So there's one specific place that does it really well that we're going to check it out.
So we were told that when you have good news or something good is happening, you start with sweets here in Sri Lanka. So that is why we're spoiling our dinner with sweets, but I am not upset about it.
This one, it has coconut milk, egg, then rice flour and cashew. Okay. And then they add water and they stir it till it gets to a level where it's boiling and bubbling up.
Nice, and it hardens up like this?
It's like a little gooey cake with cashew in it.
Oh yeah, it's really like sticky in there.
Yeah, bite in.
That's great.
Thank you.
We call it dodol.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, right?
Oh, wow. It's a little bit sweet. It's almost kind of cardamom-y.
Yes,
or something.
there we go.
So different people, they throw in different. Some you find they have a ginger
Yeah.
type.
Oh yeah, ginger, I get that for sure.
Some have a cardamom, some have fennel. So this one is made with sesame seeds. There is also the same kitul jaggery in it, and there's also coconut milk. Again, stirred, boiled, poured into a tray. That's how it sets in. I'm gonna break a piece for you to try.
Oh, nice.
There you go. But these are sweets, but they're not bad for you.
Okay.
That's the.
That's what I like. That's my favorite kind of sweets. Oh, it tastes so familiar. It tastes like a Tootsie Roll, almost.
Really?
They say that
Let me try this.
it feels like something that we have for Christmas.
Yeah.
Almost like toffee,
Yeah.
maybe, or something like that. Caramelly. It tastes like you're eating little caramel seeds.
Yeah. That's
It's really
cool.
tasty.
Yeah. So we've actually just popped a little bit down the road to that bakery's second location to try one more dish. It's curd, which I don't think we've ever had, but it's a very special dish we've been assured, and it's supposed to be super delicious.
So manufacture date, expiry date, 1 day.
Oh yeah.
That's how organic the stuff is, because it's real milk. It came from a real buffalo, went through a very organic fermentation process. So they have the kitul treacle. This is what the treacle is like, the honey. So we pour a bit of honey on top.
Okay.
Right?
So this is the buffalo curd, so made from buffalo milk. They put a little bit of a treacle on top, which is kind of like honey, from what I understand. Never had it before. This stuff is very fresh. It was made today, and you have to eat it by today. Whoa, check this out. So you've got like this layer on top, and they poured some of the treacle on top of that. Whoa. Woo! That is interesting. It's really tasty. Super sweet, really creamy, definitely a little yogurt-like, and man, that honey on there really works well. It makes it a really nice, delicious, sweet treat. And it's served room temperature, which is super unique for us, but oh man, that is super tasty.
I'm going to try some samosas now. In a lot of parts in the world, a lot of samosas that you generally find are vegetarian. You find chicken samosas sometimes. Beef samosas also you do find, but it's more rarer. Out of the beef samosas that I have tried anywhere, these ones that we're going to try are probably some of the best that I've ever had.
So this is a delicious, oh my gosh, hot and freshly fried beef samosa. So as you can see, we are on to the savory foods, our favorite part. So we've just come to this little kiosk, and we have been assured that these are the best beef samosas that you can find in Colombo.
They even have copycats popping up now.
Yeah, down the street. Come here though. Our fair hot. Oh yeah. Man, there is some nice heat in there. I think there's a lot of black pepper. There's a lot of onions, sorry, but they're baked. Eric doesn't love onions, but the seasoning in there is so yummy. It's almost like a beef stew, a spicy, like cinnamony beef stew in there. It's so good.
Super interesting.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of the fennel again. Just so much flavor in there, so unique.
This is the capsicum, which is basically just a big old pepper. You can see the pepper shape too.
Oh yeah, if you didn't see that, I would have thought it was a banana or something.
It's stuffed with all kinds of savory goodness.
Yeah, it's capsicum and different vegetables, right? Maybe a bit of potatoes.
Yeah, I definitely get some potato in there. So man, it's got a little bit of heat to it. It's super savory.
It smells so scary.
Yeah.
But it isn't so spicy.
Yeah, it's barely spicy. That's like the perfect level of spice. Look how perfectly this is fried on the outside. It's like this perfect golden uniform color.
Yeah.
Super crunchy, and then really soft and gooey on the inside. Very nice. So these are the capsicums we just made.
I can just put it against that.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go. So that's the one that gets
There you
fried.
go. That's what it ends up looking like. So they stuff it and then deep fry it, and then it becomes amazing.
Oh my god.
Have ourselves our first Sri Lankan tea, but boy is it hot. I'm letting mine cool down a second.
Yeah. Okay, I think / hope it's cooled down. So this is just plain tea with
Ginger milk tea, yeah.
ginger milk tea. Okay, no sugar is what I was trying to say. Not yet. Ooh, that ginger is really subtle in there though, but ooh, it is milky and creamy. That is a delight.
Yeah,
And
it's so creamy looking, isn't it?
Yeah, I imagine ginger, it helps with digestion, right? So it's perfect to have with our meal.
Well, that was super successful. Everything was incredibly delicious.
Oh my god.
Hi,
Running it for
this is the owner
25
right here.
years.
Nice
That's
job.
Already generation 2 on the seat.
Oh yeah.
That's the son.
From Pakistan.
No, from
USA.
USA.
USA,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's us. Well, thank you very much. It was delicious.
You're welcome.
But we were just sitting there sipping some tea and just eating the last of our meal there. It was so much fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, my tummy is so happy right now.
Yeah. But night has fallen out here, and I think we're about to head to our next spot. This is how you back out into traffic in Sri Lanka.
yeah.
You just put your butt out, and everyone eventually stops for you.
We came to our next stop and it's really neat. So even though we are in the middle of the city, it's set up very traditional-like. So we have clay walls here, roof is made out of coconut leaves. It's just all woven up there. It's really neat. Other than the honking out there, you would think that you're like in a really traditional village restaurant or something like that.
Rice and curry is a huge part of the culture here. And I say rice and curry because the rice comes first. There are all different types of grades of rice that you can get. But then it is all about the curry. This place specializes in curries. When you walk up, you just see all these different types of curries, and Arkham went through and explained each one to us. So we had him just pick out the ones that he thought would be the most interesting to try. And now we have a big old plate full of delicious curry goodness to taste.
So I think typically you would only pick a max of 5 curries, but since we're sharing this, we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 different types here. I'm gonna try the dal first because I think this is what you can find everywhere in Sri Lanka. And for those of you who are watching this and getting very angry at me right now for having a spoon in my hand, it's because we have to touch the camera and we don't want to get our hands all dirty. But normally you would eat this with your hand. Everyone else here is eating with their hands. We're the weirdo Americans eating it with this spoon.
For the foreigners watching, a lot of places will give you a fork and spoon if you request it. So I don't know that it's that frowned upon.
No, I
but
think
we're
it's
gonna use
fine.
it because I don't want to get my camera covered in curry.
Yeah, they do have a sink and soap and everything though, if you do want to go all in with your hands. Ooh, that is super duper creamy in there. It's got so much seasoning. It's a little bit, the tiniest bit spicy. It goes so well with the rice too. We did see that they have like kind of a milky curry up there that you can put on top if it gets too spicy for you. So don't worry, there's a fix for it. But that is just delightful.
I am gonna try this, which is the black pork, but it's just a bunch of pieces of pork in here. It's got coconut milk in it, and then lots of black pepper and a little bit of chili, did you say?
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of chili, so it should have a little bit of heat to it. And what's interesting is that it's got this black color because the curry powder is roasted, and that's what makes it dark like that. But some dishes will have it unroasted, and then you'll have a lighter colored curry. So it does have a little bit of the heat. The texture is really interesting. Just a lot softer, a little bit mushier than I thought it was gonna be. The spices just work really well together. You get the heat, but then you get all the spices in the curry that are just kind of permeating through your mouth. I've said permeating twice today. That's gotta be a record for me, but man, there's so much going on in these curries. It's so delicious.
All right, but we still have, I think, at least 4 more stops to do. So we're gonna try little bits of each of these and then be on our way.
Next up, Arkham has brought us to a local market. It's where a lot of the vendors in the city will come to get their raw ingredients. So I think we're gonna walk around and see some of the raw ingredients and how they process them here. And I think first up, we're going to go to a little spice place that's right over there.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So this is just some raw chili powder.
Yeah, that's proper chili powder.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
got
great.
raw chili powder. Ooh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
So this is regular curry powder, and this is the roasted curry powder that we were talking about earlier. So this gets roasted and then turns into that. So to illustrate the rice culture here in Sri Lanka, this is how much rice you have to choose from. That is crazy. And they all have different kind of levels of refinement, so you can find all kinds of different types and colors. And so this is a spot where they sell oil, and you can see they have these huge vats of oil right here. So then they bottle that and then sell it.
That's coconut oil, by the way.
Whoa.
Vegetable oil.
That's coconut oil in there that he's transferring from that drum to this. So someone has come in here with their own container and they're just getting this raw oil. Yeah. They dump it into that kettle, and then the kettle goes into here. In this little stall, they have these piles of coconuts that they're shaving up over there. And, it's crazy, the smell in here. The grinding is very loud first off, but the smell is almost like kombucha. It's almost like fermented, I think, because they just discard the coconut water and it just sits there and ferments.
Coconut, coconut.
Yeah.
We have the freshest little coconut here. Gonna drink straight from the source.
Yeah, so he literally just cracked it open for us. Wow, it looks beautiful.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's so fresh and creamy. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's damn good.
You got some little hairs
Yeah.
on you.
This is raw, man.
It's for all over you.
We're checking that the fish is fresh, and this is how we know. Because these gills are nice and red on the inside there. All right.
And the eyes also, you can get the eyes also, you see the eyes are still fresh, right? Usually if the fish is like at least a day or two old, the eyes start getting blurry. This one becomes a bit whitish inside.
You can even still see the hook in his mouth there.
There you go, that's the hook.
Yeah, that's one fresh fish right there. We have come to our last stop to try one more dish, and it is Rahima Hotel. And we might actually get a room for the night, I don't know. Just kidding.
Just kidding. That Rahima Hotel is not a hotel at all. It is a restaurant, and we'll tell you more about why it's called a hotel inside. So this is paratha. It is this beautiful wheat dough that's been kind of roasted on both sides, but this in particular has ghee on it. So ghee is one of our new favorite things in the world.
It's basically dairy-free butter.
Yeah, it's clarified butter, and it is so delicious. It's better than butter. Very expensive in the States though, so you don't get it often, so I'm super excited for this. We also have some amazing beef curry and then some dal to go with it. So you can mix it all together. As you can see, you can either break it off and dip it in, or just mix it all on your plate. Let's do a little dal on there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both.
Dollop and dal.
Yeah, dollop and dal. So good. This is amazing. It's so flaky and chewy and just like perfectly fried on the outside and crispy, but nice and like doughy in the middle. Oh, it's such a great neutral base for all of your sauces and curries and everything.
Yeah. It's the end of the night. We're almost done, so we're going all in, y'all. So you get some of this delicious beef. You just break this up with your hands. It's that tender. You just barely even touch it and it falls apart. And you grab a big piece of this. Let's see if I can do this like a local. Then you just get it all together. You get some dal, get a bit of beef in there. That's my bite. You guys, is that too big? That's probably too big.
Absolutely fine.
Okay, that was horrible. I didn't even get the whole bite in my mouth. Pathetic. I'm doing my best though. I also spilled a little on my pants.
Oh, I just saw that.
I'm gonna get there, guys. I just need a little more practice.
We realized we almost forgot to tell you guys why this is called a hotel. It's because when you're done with your food and you go into a food coma, they let you just sleep it off here. Just kidding, that is not it.
We're never actually gonna tell them why.
No, so finish, thank you. The reason is that back in the day, I guess a dining experience was only done like this at hotels I guess because of the British, they would have restaurants in the hotel, and then people started realizing, oh, if I call my restaurant a hotel, it sounds fancy, and people will come and sit down and eat and have these nice meals. So I guess it kind of stuck, so now people just call it hotels, and you'll see them all over the country, but they're just restaurants, mostly. My word though, you all, I don't think we can fit anything else in our bellies, so I think we are gonna call it a night and head back.